This is Eric with CNTVNA.com, and I'm outside of Guangzhou Military Academy. Sun Yat-sen built this academy in 1924 to be the first place where military officials, generals, could really get trained. Now, these generals went on to support both the Republic of China and the People's Republic of China during the Chinese Civil War. Now, Dr. Jan has a really interesting story about this military academy. What's your story?
Well, of course, I'm really impressed and interested in being here simply out of the historical importance of this place in the original founding of the Republic of China, but also, and more personally, because I have an old friend in Vancouver, I think he's in his 90s now, who graduated from here, became a general in the Republican Army, and then eventually retired to Vancouver. And I've had a picture of myself taken underneath that sign because that's just going to please him. He's going to be pleased as punch to see that.
Yeah, he's really going to love it.
He's going to love that. So
awesome.
It's very, personally very important, as well as historically.
Different coins?
Yeah, my grandpa collects and sells stamps and coins, and it's his birthday soon. So I was like, this will work for him.
Hey everybody, this is Eric with CNTVNA.com, and I'm here in the Flower City Square in the very heart of Guangzhou. So surrounding me are so many amazing skyscrapers, and of course the museum, the opera house, and the library with all amazing modern architecture. And right behind me, right there, is the Guangzhou Tower. It's the tallest TV tower in mainland China, and of course it's amazing. So we're gonna go there, so come on with us. I'm up here 450 meters up on the 111th floor on top of the Guangdong Tower. Now from here you can see all of Guangzhou. It's really amazing. I mean, you can see the IFC, you can see Bayun Mountain, you can see the Pearl River cutting through the city. It's really, really beautiful. Now if I want a better look, I can always start riding the world's highest bubble tram. Now let's go look. Let's go see all of Guangzhou that we can see up here. Hey, this is Eric with CNTVNA.com, and I'm outside of the Chen Clan Academy right now. Now this is where the Chen family would come together. They could come and study here, and if they studied really hard, then they could take the imperial examination. If they did okay on the examination, then they would become local officials in Guangdong and all over southern China. But if they did really, really well, they would be invited to travel north up to Peking, and there they would take the test again. Now if they passed that test, if they aced it, if they made one of the top 5, then they would become one of the magistrates in the country. They would have unlimited power in the Chinese Empire. Hey, this is Eric with CNTVNA.com, and we're cruising down the Pearl River at night. Wow, is it beautiful. So guys, what do you think about this boat ride?
Oh, it's fantastic. Yeah, it's great to see Guangzhou from this angle. You know, we've been through the streets a lot, and it's awesome to see the whole city lit up and, you know, get to experience from, you know, the nice cool river breeze.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. I think it's like the perfect way to spend the last day of the trip. It's like very fitting. We're just like relaxing on a boat. There's like lots of people around. It's nice to sort of recap all the places we've been to from like you said, a different perspective. So yeah, we're having a great time.
It's really nice, and it's nice that it's so warm. Yeah, it's cool to see the colorful building too, especially from this point of view, because we haven't, like, we saw it from over there and then we saw it from the top, and now we get to see it from, yeah, like down really low. So that's an interesting perspective.
This is one of the most beautiful, romantic, even though my wife is thousands of miles away, romantic and just awe-inspiring cruises I've ever been on. I've been on Mississippi cruises, and I've been on Yangtze cruises, and the Pearl Delta rocks.
Yeah. Awesome, man. How about you, Bobo?
It's absolutely lovely and romantic, like you said, and on top of everything, I think it's magical because we were just on top of that tower up there earlier today, I think a few hours ago, and now we're down here enjoying this night view and just taking a closer look at this gorgeous city on our last night here. So yeah, it's great.
Yes.
This is our last night in southern China, and I'm here with Anthony. So Anthony, can you tell me about your experience here in southern China?
Yeah, the whole week has been pretty eye-opening, I would say. Like, just seeing a culture like this has been an amazing experience, meeting all these new people, but the experience overall has just been, it's pretty crazy. I mean, walking today, we were just like in some of like the real markets, like in the Guangzhou like city area, and it was just like more people than I've like ever seen in one location. But it's like, it's really interesting. Like the people overall have been like really friendly and really receptive of like our whole group, and seeing all these just different ways of living and stuff. It's just made me really inspired and a little bit more open to travel in the future.
I really liked seeing kind of the balance between the modern development in a city like Guangzhou, and then having the opportunity to go to some more rural areas and see, you know, some of the dialos and stuff like that. And just, you know, I'm a big fan of, you know, architecture and art and that kind of thing. So going to things like the temples and then getting to see, you know, some of the more modern buildings within Guangzhou was a nice kind of comparison to see the, you know, it was cool to see kind of that ingenuity on display, and you know, not only just, you know, the cultural development, but also see how that culture influenced that development.
Oh, that's really good. Now, Colin, you're a director. So tell me, if you get the chance in the future, would you be interested in making a movie in southern China?
Absolutely. You know, it's always fun to kind of see, you know, how the people live and how the people work. As a director, it's all you look for those that influence and that experience, and you know, the experiences shape the stories that you tell, and I think that my time in China has definitely been one of those.
It was great to get to know everybody, even Shulei, who doesn't speak the same language as me at all. Like, we know maybe 10 similar words between each other. I still got to know him fairly well, thanks to obviously Michelle and Bobo being able to translate, as well as just kind of like, you're just able to talk to somebody and figure things out. And I think part of the reason for that is because since we work in a similar field, that makes it a little easier for us to communicate about similar ideas, especially if we're trying to talk about his film that screened, or, you know, working in film in general.
The film, my documentary, is called Afrinese, so it's partially African, partially Chinese. Even though everything was produced in Canada, I really wanted to see what the Chinese people would think once they see it. And to be honest, the feedback that I got was exactly what I was hoping to get. And so yeah, that part was just absolutely great. Coming back to China to film something with the crew here, or even bring some people back from Canada or from North America is highly possible.
Dr. Jen, you've been traveling to China since 1978. I'm sure every time has been impressive, but what impressed you most about this trip?
Okay. The one thing, this is something I've noticed, because usually when I come to China, it is either as an individual to take part in an academic activity, or with a group of sinologues, China specialists, that sort of thing. This is the first time I have come with young people just out of university who are not China specialists, okay? From place to place, they're very comfortable. Staying here, getting there, it's very comfortable, okay? I think now it's time we need to work on getting people from North America to learn more about what Chinese guests are expecting when they come to visit us, because we're receiving unprecedented numbers of Chinese visitors to Canada, to the US, because of the opening up of China. That opening up goes two ways. One of the things we need to learn from Chinese people now is how to anticipate the expectations of your international visitors. The Chinese are way ahead of us in this. We have much to learn from them, and I'm really impressed with what I've seen.
在这待了这么多天，然后对广州的风土人情有所了解，然后生活当中有很多故事，然后你就会发现有很多的故事适合广州，适合这里的文化，这里人的生活的节奏，反正感觉特别好，觉着又有了一个新的素材库，而在以后拍片的时候，我觉得又会有更多的可能性吧。